Hi guys, this is Kylie. I work at Chestnut Hill College in the registrar's office, and I am also a certified group fitness instructor. So today I'm going to do a little yoga with you guys. If you joined me last week, you'll know that we had some technical difficulties, but hopefully it's all sorted out, and this week we'll go nice and smooth. So this week we're going to do a completed version of what was supposed to happen last week. So if you were here for the beginning of my video, some of the moves might look similar, they might feel familiar. So that just means extra practice for you guys. So whenever you're ready, we're going to start on our mats in a little butterfly position. So the bottoms of your feet are going to be nice and together. Your back is going to be nice and tall, and we're going to let our thighs just relax, let gravity pull them down, and you'll really feel those hip flexors start to open. So if you're with me last week, you know that we were really focusing on the hip flexors. So they're going to get really warm really fast, and that's what we're hoping to do. So to start off, we're going to warm them up just by letting them open up and just stay seated. So make sure your back is nice and tall, hips are nice and open, and you can go ahead and close your eyes if you want and just get really comfy in this seat for a few nice breaths. So nice big inhales, full exhales, inhale, and exhale, inhale. On each exhale, see if you can sit up a little taller, maybe open those thighs a little bit more. Just keep breathing. Three more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On this next inhale, we're going to bring those arms up nice and tall, really straighten up that back. We're going to take a nice deep breath here. On our next exhale, we're going to twist over to the right. So inhale, nice and tall, and exhale, twist over to the right. Make sure that back is still nice and tall. Make sure those thighs are still gently opening. Really give yourself a nice twist. Open up that back, open up that chest. Inhale. And exhale. On our next inhale, we're going to bring it up center, and we're going to switch sides. So twist over to the left on your next exhale. Again, check in with your body, make sure your thighs are opening, make sure your back is nice and tall. Inhale, and exhale. On our next inhale, we're going to bring it front. Going to take a nice deep breath here. Inhale, straighten that back a little more. And on our exhale, we're going to reach over to our right. So we're going to get a nice stretch through that side. If you're feeling really flexible, you can go ahead and bend that elbow onto the ground. Give you a little deeper stretch. Make sure the chest stays nice and open. Back stays nice and straight, and those thighs are still just gently opening. Inhale. And exhale. next inhale, we're going to bring it center. Again, check in with that spine. Inhale. And exhale over to the left side. Again, if you want to bend that elbow, you can. You'll get a little more stretch. Make sure your chest is nice and open, back's nice and long here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And on our next inhale, bring it up again, nice and tall. Take a nice deep breath here. We're going to inhale, and on our exhale, we're going to go front. So inhale, and exhale, we're going to fold forward. Only go as far as you can. You don't want to bend that back. So if you can't touch the ground, you can't go very far, that's okay. What's important is keeping that back nice and straight. And you're going to feel the hips open a little bit more now that you're going forward as opposed to going to the sides. That's okay. If it feels like too much, just sit on up and keep those arms nice and high above your head. Inhale and exhale and inhale. On your exhale, see if you can go maybe an inch further. Maybe straighten that back a little bit more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, you're going to slowly bring it back up to that nice straight back. So next, we're going to take our right leg. We're going to pull it out into a nice little straddle. We're going to lift those arms again. We're going to twist over so our body is slightly facing that leg. And we're going to reach over and reach for our toes. So your toes want to be nice and flexed, facing the ceiling. And really feel that stretch in that back, and you're going to feel it in the back of the leg as well. So take a nice few deep breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly. Bring it up, bring it center, bring that leg in. And we're going to switch. So your left leg will go out. You're going to slightly turn towards that foot and reach over for those toes. Again, you want a nice long back. So if you can't reach your toes, that's okay. Go as far as you can. You're going to feel a stretch in the back of the leg as well. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Your next inhale, you're going to straighten back up. Bring that left foot in. We're going to bring the right leg out again. Again, toes nice and tall towards the ceiling. This time we're going to go for a side stretch. So reach for those toes with one hand and open up the chest. Really stretch that side with your left. You might not reach your toes. You might not be able to stretch over to the side very far. That's okay. Do what your body tells you. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. On your exhale, so you can go a little bit further. Inhale. And exhale. And on your next inhale, bring it up. Again, we're going to switch legs. So left leg stretches out, Toes nice and tall. And reach. Take some nice deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale so you can go a little bit further. Inhale and exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And on that next inhale, bring it back up straight. Bring your feet together. You're going to slowly bring the knees in and stretch them out nice and straight in front of you. Wiggle them out a little bit. And then when you're ready, you're going to bring that right knee in, close to the body, and you're going to slowly take a twist over to the side. Give your back a little stretch. Take a nice deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your inhale, you're going to bring it in. We're going to switch feet. So left leg goes out, right leg comes in, nice and close to your chest. And give yourself a little twist. Make sure your back is nice and tall. During your entire practice, you want to have length and strength throughout the body. Inhale and exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And on the next inhale, you're going to come forward. You're going to put both legs out. Toes nice and flexed up towards the ceiling. Back nice and long, arms above the head. Inhale. And exhale. You're going to reach forward, reach for those toes. Again, if you can't reach them, that's okay. Do the best you can. But the entire time, you want your back nice and long, nice and straight. Take a few nice deep breaths. Inhale. And on each exhale, see if you can go a little bit further. Straighten that back a little bit more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Last exhale. And on that inhale, bring it up. We're going to point the toes this time. So they're going to be pointing like they're nice straight arrows in front of you. We're going to inhale. And exhale, fold forward again. You might be able to stretch a little bit further this time. There's not going to be as much tension on the back of your legs. So you're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And on that inhale, bring it up nice and tall. We're going to bring our arms to the sides. And we're going to stretch out into a nice straddle. So however far you can go, you might still be warming up, so it might not be very wide, and that's okay. But once your feet are there, you want them nice and pointed up towards the ceiling. We're going to sit up tall. You can inch your booty a little bit further up for a little more of a stretch. Again, we're going to inhale up, nice and tall. And on our exhale, we're going to twist towards the right. And we're going to reach over for those toes. So you might feel a little bit more of a stretch this time with that other leg out as well. That's normal. You also might notice that you can go a little further this time now that your hips are opened up. That's awesome. Inhale. Exhale, so you can go a little bit further. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. And hold that inhale, bring it up nice and tall, and we're going to go to the left. So when you're ready, go up and reach for those other toes. Check in with the spine, make sure it's nice and long this whole time. Make sure you're breathing, inhales and full exhales. Inhale. Exhale, so you can go a little bit further, straighten that back a little more. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale, exhale. And on your inhale, bring it up nice and tall. This time we're going to do our side stretch over to the right. So reach over for those toes. Reach it nice and long on the side. Make sure your back is nice and long as well. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Inhale. On that exhale, see if you can reach a little bit further. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring it up nice and tall. Make sure that back's nice and straight, and we're going to go over to the left. So reach for those toes the best you can and stretch out that side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. See if you can go a little bit further. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. And on that inhale, bring it up nice and tall. We're going to bring those hands behind us, and again, we're going to inch up just a tiny bit. See if we can get our backs a little bit straighter, arms or legs a little wider. We're going to inhale, bring the arms up, and on our exhale, we're going to reach forward. So again, you might not be able to go very far, that's okay. What's important is your back is nice and long, and that your toes continue to point up towards the ceiling. Don't let them roll in or roll out. Nice and straight. And you're going to really feel those hip flexors working. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, so you can reach it forward just a little bit more. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. And on your inhale, bring it back up nice and tall. You're going to slowly bring those legs together, nice and gentle. We're going to bring them in, and we're going to flip it over. And from here, we're going to a child's pose. So you want your knees to be apart, close to the edges of your mat, but your toes are still touching. And from here, you're going to stretch back. So your hips are over your toes, and your arms are stretching nice and long. So you want your fingertips to be reaching for the front of your mat. So this is a nice resting pose. You'll feel your hip flexors very, very gently opening. If this is too much for you, you can sit up. You don't have to drop your chest all the way down. but that will give you a deeper stretch. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take a few more breaths at your own speed. Just make sure they're nice and full. One more nice deep breath, inhale and exhale. And on your inhale, you're going to keep your legs how they are, but you're going to move the top half of your body forward. So your feet are going to slowly rise as you move forward. This is going to be, you're going to remind you of a frog pose. So your hips are going to be down, your knees are going to be down. And the goal is to try and push your feet down towards the ground. So you'll feel your hips open as you do this. You can get nice and comfy in this pose. You can make a little pillow with your hands if you want and rest your head either down or to the side. Just let gravity really do the work here in opening up those hip flexors. So take a few deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. And again, if this is too much for your body, you can stay in that child's pose. That is okay. Inhale and exhale. Take a few deep breaths on your own speed. One more nice deep breath, inhale and exhale. On your inhale, you're going to bring your hands close to your chest and you're going to slowly rise the top half of your body up. So you're going to be in a mix between a cobra and a frog pose. So from here, you're really just going to let your hips drop towards the ground. You're going to let your toes gently touch the mat. And again, if this is still too much for you, you can stay in that last frog pose we did, or you can go into that child's pose. But again, make sure you're really using your upper body. It's nice and straight, but you're relaxing and letting gravity do its job to open up those hips. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We'll do one more breath here. Inhale, exhale. And on that inhale, we're going to slowly lower our bodies down. We're going to bring out those legs, straighten them out, shake them out a little bit. And we're going to slowly crawl our hands back to our feet. So we're in a nice forward fold position. We're going to inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And on that next inhale, we're going to bring our bodies up nice and tall. So now that our hip flexors are nice and warm, we're going to continue working them while also working on our balance. So we're going to practice our tree poses. So in your tree, you want to plant those feet nice and heavy into the ground. You want a really solid base. You want a really strong legs here. You also want to find a point in front of you, whether it be a spot on the wall, a picture, whatever it may be that you can really stare at so you really have good balance. So, once your legs are nice and strong and once you find your spot, you're going to take your left leg and choose your level of tree. So it can be nice and low and it stays toes touching the ground. It can be medium, so you lift a little bit so it's touching your shin. Or if you're really flexible, really strong, bring it into that thigh. So wherever you're at with your legs, you'll bring your arms in. You can have them here at heart center. Make sure your core is nice and tight here. Once it's nice and tight, if you want, you can bring those arms up into a tree. So wherever level you're at, up, down, arms up, prior pose, whatever it may be, make sure you have nice, strong balance. And take a few nice deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to bring your arms out straight, so nice to your sides. Now we're going to use our opposite arm as our leg. So you have your left leg up, you're going to use your right arm, and you're going to bring them both inward and out. So this will really open that hip flexor. In and out. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale in, exhale out. Make sure your core is nice and tight, back is nice and long. Inhale and exhale. We'll do 3 more here. Inhale, exhale, 2 and 3. From here, you're going to keep your arms out nice and long, back nice and tall. You're going to rotate the knee in, and we're going to stretch it out in front of us. So, your toe might be close to the ground, that's okay. It might be up at hip level. That's awesome. Wherever you're at, we're going to inhale and exhale. On our inhale, we're going to bring it over to the side. We're going to take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to rotate to the side so you can see me. And on your next breath, you're going to inhale, bring it back behind you, exhale. And if you're still nice and strong, you can bend that front leg and flatten that back a little bit so you're in a nice airplane pose. If you have to touch the ground, that's okay. Inhale and exhale. And on that inhale, we're going to drop that toe, bring it front into a forward fold. Inhale, exhale, and on that inhale, slowly rise it up, nice back stretch. And we're going to do that again on the opposite leg. So, nice strong position, find your spot in front of you, and decide what level of tree you want. Down low, in the middle, or up nice and high on that thigh. Once you're there, make sure your core is nice and strong. You can be here at heart center, or up nice and tall. Either way, we're going to take a few deep breaths at whatever level you're at. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. On that inhale, We're going to bring our arms out nice and long, and we're going to do the opposite arm as leg. So, bring it in and out. Use your breath. Inhale in, exhale out. A few more times. Inhale and exhale. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. 2. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. We're going to keep our arms nice and long. Turn that knee in and stretch it front. Again, if you're touching the ground, that's okay. If you're up at hip level, that's awesome, wherever you need to be. We're going to inhale and exhale. With our inhale, we're going to bring it over to the side. Nice long stretch. Inhale and exhale. And on our next breath, we're going to inhale, bring that leg back. If you're feeling nice and strong, go into that airplane, flatten that back with that leg a little higher. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, drop that toe, bring it forward and into a nice forward fold. We're going to inhale here and exhale. See if you can go a little bit further. Straighten that back a little more. Straighten those legs a little more. Inhale and exhale. And on the next inhale, bring it up. Nice deep breath. Alright guys, so that is all I have for you this week. I hope you're really feeling those hip flexors. They're nice and warm. I hope that you were able to relax a little bit, clear your mind, and really focus on your body. And be thankful for all that it did for you today. Thank you. I hope to see you guys again next week.